Okay, so we had to take 2 cars because this is the front seat. This is the one I'm driving. It's a rental. That is all from our trip here. This was a clean car, and now I have to take it to get a wash before I take it to the car rental company. Oh no, that's how full it was. Thank God that didn't fall down. Even gotta get this stuff in there. We had to buy our own toilet paper, booze box, and chips and everything. And then of course, we got stuff in the trunk. And the other car, which is where Bethany and her mom drive in, Bucky rides up front with Sharon. Last time he puked on the way. You know, hopefully he's a little bit better this time. So we are up here at Big Beer. Big Beer? Okay, so we're up here at Big Beer for the 4th of July weekend. All righty then.
It's gone off the rails already.
You know, it's gonna be a good video when it starts out like that.
We haven't even been drinking yet today.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
A rarity for us. Usually, you know, we're drinking at 9 a.m.
Now this is just embarrassing.
They know it's not true. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at least. There's 4 numbers on the clock. It's okay to start drinking. That's my rule. Anyway, yeah, so we're up here at Big Bear. Why are we up here at Big Bear?
We're up here at Big Bear primarily because in our neighborhood there are a ton of illegal fireworks.
Yep.
I used to love fireworks as a kid growing up. I thought they were wonderful and so exciting. And having lived where we live now, I understand too much of a good thing because they set them off and they're huge and they are destructive. Like one of our neighbors had her window broken by the force of one of these fireworks that exploded over her house. And so it terrifies the dogs. And it's just unpleasant even for the people because it's non-stop booms from basically 8 p.m. until sun up the next morning. So just miserable. It makes the dogs super scared. So we always decide to leave town and go somewhere that is not going to be very firework heavy to make the dogs more comfortable.
Yep, we were super excited to get up here because, you know, we're gonna like grill. It's 4th of July weekend. We had also planned to take our dogs, Zoe and Abby's Ashes, out to the lake because we came up here and that's where I proposed to Bethany. Zoe, our dog Zoe, loved the lake and she loved the ducks. And so we wanted to go to that lake where she chased the ducks.
Initially, our thought had been that we would go to the lake and we would spread the ashes and then we'd be able to come back and sit outside with drinks and maybe grill and do like a celebration of life for them. And that would bring us, you know, closure. But now it feels like we'd be doing it because we feel like we have to because we're here, because the trip kind of got a bad taste in our mouth with the state of the cabin. It's crawling with ants. The dishwasher doesn't work. Walking barefoot on the floors in here
makes your feet black.
Yeah, turn your feet black within an hour. That's how filthy it is.
Yeah, and well, first of all, when we pulled up to the wrong house.
We did do that.
We got here, we pulled up to the wrong house, and it looked like, I don't know, kind of the house out of like
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods, that's what I was thinking about. So I'm like, we're gonna get murdered here. But we're like, oh, okay, this is not the right house. There's no cove door on the, you know, lock on the door. So it was a house next door that we went to.
Both of which are green painted cabins that are like the same shade of green too.
So when we got there, I was like, okay, this looks better. But then I noticed right away that the trash cans were overflowed.
Yeah.
Both the recycling and the regular trash can. I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's not like the best first impression. You know, you'd hope that would be taken out.
This cabin is supposedly run by a super host, but not all of the reviews are great, and some of them perhaps inauthentic.
The reason the house is so important is because since we have Bucky, and he's just a puppy right now, we didn't feel like comfortable leaving him here with all these like crawling insects everywhere.
The backyard is filthy. Like
dog shit everywhere.
Yeah, from past people who've stayed here and just nobody's picked up after themselves, and then the hosts have not ensured that it's cleaned up in between guests either. So like it's felt very unsanitary to even have our adult dogs outside because we don't want them getting into that stuff, and we don't know anything about the dogs who were here prior or what they may or may not have been carrying. Yeah,
and like because everything's so filthy, like I don't want to. It's like, okay, well, the hot tub, ruling that out because I don't know.
We just don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what's in there, and I know it's like a old wives' tale of getting like an STD from like a hot tub, but I feel like this could be the one instance where you would get an STD from this hot tub. Yeah. And then the grill itself, I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to grill on this grill because there's like this like weird like dust, ash, like
pollen.
Pollen. Okay.
I think it's just a ton of pollen.
Holy
it's basically
crap!
Like,
that is a ton of pollen.
It's like If you've ever been to California when there's wildfires and like everything is covered in a layer of ash, it's like that, only instead of ash, it's yellow powder and it's just the pollen from everything. I'm amazed I haven't died from allergies yet, but I haven't, so that's a win. It's not all bad. We did go out and buy some Raid and some ant traps, so I mean, it sucks that we have to spend our money to take care of this person's house, but hey, we did it. We're also getting, I think, some rest and break and relaxation time. I will freely admit yesterday was a bad hair, don't care, no makeup day for me. I was in like pajamas all day and I was such a couch bum and lazy, and I didn't realize how much I needed that until I had it for a day. And it did definitely feel restorative.
Yeah, we're trying to make the best of this. I'm going to try to do some video podcasting out here, like with the comic book channel, and eventually want to start an NBA podcast as well. So hoping like, have enough time to do that, get some more, editing done, brought my computer up here and everything, get some more work done.
Ken bought a computer and stuff to podcast, and like, look at him being so awesome and motivated. I bought a Nintendo Switch and my books.
Yes.
So as you can tell, my vacation is motivated to do nothing productive. But Ken is very good, and he's going to be very productive. Bucky is getting bigger.
Yeah, he is.
So he, when we brought him home, he was about 2 pounds or a little less. His first vet visit, I think, was about 2 pounds he weighed in at. And then he just went back for a nail trim before we left for Big Bear, and he was 4.3 pounds. I would bet that by the time I take him back for a second round of vaccines on Friday of next week, he will probably be over 5 pounds, or at least hit 5 pounds. Yeah. That's how fast he's growing. He's getting so much longer and taller, and he's kind of developing a little bit of an old man face.
Yeah.
We'll have to take a photo of the family and share that with all of you guys, hopefully from this weekend. But that's the other news, is Bucky is getting very big.
This is going to be an adventure. You got Bucky, you got Foxy. We're going to go for a walk.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. So, in order to take Bucky with us, we have
a sling.
This fashionable sling.
It's super fashionable. Get to all hooked up. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
You got Foxy?
I got Foxy.
Okay.
The outside is beautiful. Temperatures are much more comfortable than where we live.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're actually able to go for a walk in the daytime, which we usually can't because it's too hot for the dogs where we are. We've seen some bunny rabbits. I named him Thumper.
The place where we're at, all the street names are like after Disney characters.
Yep.
So here, actually, I'm going to show that. So the Michael might not seem very Disney at first. When you keep going down the street over here, they'll go Michael, Peter, and Tinkerbell, Nana, Wendy.
For those who have not read Peter Pan or somehow have gone their entire life without seeing the movie, John and Michael are Wendy's brothers. I mean, Wendy gets like the high ticket billing, right? Because everybody knows Peter Pan and Wendy.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen Peter Pan. I've seen Hook. I don't know if I've ever actually seen Peter Pan. I think I've seen like parts of it.
The bunny, right there.
Oh my god.
Well, we experienced an earthquake while we were up here, so that was eventful.
Yeah, a very mild earthquake.
When you live in California, you start to learn what a true earthquake is. And
yeah.
This wasn't that.
Like, I felt an earthquake before where I've heard the ground shift, and that was scary. Have also had an earthquake where it feels like, you're out at sea on a ship.
Oh yeah, that was a weird one. Like, it really does have the effect of rolling.
Mm-hmm. Mainly, it's been a lot of sitting on the couch, watching TV, catching up on watching Billions. Also playing the game.
There's a puzzle game called Hunt a Killer, and as you all know, I like puzzles if you watch our games. So I enjoy a good mystery, and Ken enjoys a good murder mystery. He liked Agatha Christie novels.
I did.
So we did that a while back, and the first one was super fun, and so we ordered a second one, and we just hadn't gotten around to playing it until now. It was an opportune time when we were all caught up in a cabin. And yeah, this one wasn't as good as the first one.
No, definitely not.
But we still figured it out.
Yeah, you still got it. This one, like, before you would chime in and help people eliminate suspects. This one was more, you were kind of like following along, and you were like the pen pal for someone that was in an insane asylum.
Yeah.
And and then you had to, at the end, it's revealed whether or not she did it. Well, we haven't gone out to any good restaurants here. We've had some takeout.
Yeah, it was some really good takeout.
Yeah, Sweet Basil restaurant. Would have taken a picture of their food, but since like it was in takeout format, didn't feel like it did the food justice. So hopefully find some images on their website and put that up for you, because it was a really great place. And then it had some good Thai food as well. Other than that, just went to Vaughn's grocery store and got that for our food. So, as you can see, Cinderella, Michael,
There's a fun game that we don't play the right way, but
Yeah.
we enjoy it. It's called
True.
Wits End. And I highly recommend this because it's just basically like brain teasers and trivia. So you can play it as the actual game with the board and all that jazz, or you can just like pick out the cards and ask the questions of each other.
Yeah, I feel like it's a more fun, diverse Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah.
So it's not just like all trivia. There's some other stuff in there as well. I like the like sort of riddles they have.
He's very good at riddles.
I'm alright.
No, he's good.
This vacation is for them. It's not for us.
Yeah, we take vacations for our animals.
Exactly. They just need some relaxing time, you know, some downtime. Bucky there in his little sling. He does not like to be left alone. Nope. What is more American than an eagle doing a wing stand?
Over freedom sign.